Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
The Destiny 2 beta went live this week for pre-orders and general access on the PS4 and Xbox One, and of course we were right there on the ground with coverage. Check out our beta impressions piece on the blog to see where the game has changed and where it stayed the same. You may be surprised by what's inside. The story has definitely been given more attention, and there's a much more emotional, cinematic feel to what's happening. The new weapon categories and shooting mechanic tweaks are interesting changes, and some are good, while for others the jury is still out. What remains to be seen is whether Bungie can hold player interest for the long term. With today being the last day for the beta festivities, there's still time to plan out your Guardian. Take a look at all the detailed guides we have for each of the three classes. There are some new dynamic subclasses like the Dawnblade, Arcstrider, and Sentinel, and they each have a whole list of new skills and roles to master. Did you enjoy your time in the beta? Hopefully the memories of the Crucible and a new Strike are enough to hold you over until Destiny 2's September 6th release. The official Bloodborne Twitter account shared a photo of a new Bloodborne statue that is being unveiled at Comic-Con this weekend. The 1/6 scale statue is coming from figure manufacturer Gecko, who are presently selling a Bloodborne doll statue that is the same scale for $299. This particular statue is tentatively titled Hunter, the old Hunter's version, and is the iconic Hunter character from the game's promotional material, complete with attire and trick weapons. Bloodborne statues are all the rave, as a 3-foot tall version of the Hunter with swappable weapons is also due sometime in the future, although that one will set you back a solid $800. But hey, to the collector's mind, it's a worthwhile cost, or some say, costum. Thoughts on a new statue? It's not Bloodborne 2, but it's something. Be sure to keep an eye out for a more detailed look and pricing, so be sure to keep checking back with us for more on this and everything Bloodborne related. Diablo 3 Season 11 began this week for players on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The new season brings with it some new rewards, challenges, and more for players on Blizzard's popular Loot Fest RPG. Players can jump into the new season and earn some new rewards for their efforts. You can earn some cosmetics like a new pet by progressing through the season journey. You can also unlock an additional stash tab if you haven't already unlocked the 4, by completing some tasks at the Conqueror tier, which is a good way to top off if you've missed past seasons. Furthermore, there are some new sets you can grab for completing chapters in the season journey. There are also some other changes to how seasonal leaderboards and conquests will be rotating. For a full and deep rundown of everything you can earn, keep our Season 11 overview guide handy while you quest to your heart's content. ZeniMax Online announced a new Elder Scrolls Online Mid-Year Mayhem PvP event. The event began this past Thursday and ends on July 31st and gives players a chance to participate in the game's different PvP modes to earn some limited time rewards. As you participate in PvP activities, excluding duels, during the event, you can earn a new collectible hat. You will also receive some boon boxes along with your standard rewards for the worthy items. These special event reward boxes will contain Telvar stones and give you a chance to receive additional awards. Furthermore, during weekends, you can get some legendary quality jewelry from the weekly Golden Merchant in exchange for Alliance points. So, gear up and get on out there, PvP nuts! Bandai Namco has introduced players to two of the key characters in the upcoming action RPG Code Vein. From the developers of God Eater, Code Vein combines stylized animation with Souls-inspired combat in a world where vampires, known as Revenants, stand against mindless beasts who ravage the world. The two key characters introduced are named Mia Karnstein and Yakumo Shinonome, and they are prominent figures in past trailers. Mia is a female vampire who wanders with her younger brother in search of the land of Vein. Her special attack, what the game terms a Blood Veil, is called Stinger, and is a long-reaching tail attack that is scorpion-like. Yakumo is a former mercenary who is well regarded by others. His Blood Veil is called Hounds, and turns his jacket into a wolf's head, which can then be used for close-range attacks. Code Vein is going to have a strong story focus to go with the action sensibilities, and each character is going to have their own unique gameplay style. Thoughts on Code Vein so far? It's set to release early 2018 for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, so keep checking back with us for more. On the heels of last weekend's announcement that Kingdom Hearts 3 would release in 2018, Square Enix has released some screenshots from some of the new content they showed at the D23 Expo. The screenshots give us a look at two of the new worlds we'll be traversing, Toy Story World and Hercules World. We also get a look at main character Sora in action, wielding his iconic Keyblades and using his summon powers. Kingdom Hearts 3 is releasing sometime next year for the PS4 and Xbox One, and has been one of the most long anticipated titles in gaming. Thoughts on the new screens and the recent trailer? Now that the cat's out of the bag, we're sure to get some more regular looks at the game, and we'll be sure to keep you all updated. Capcom has released a new gameplay trailer for the upcoming PS4 and Xbox One version of Dragon's Dogma. The extensive trailer begins with a look at the major NPCs who have an impact on the story's events, and there goes on to show the impressive beasts you'll be fighting from the game's mythical bestiary, joined by your trusty and sometimes mindless pawns. We also get a look at the Everfall and Bitter Black Isle that will form a large part of your endgame playing, where you will take on larger-than-life creatures for the best weapons and armor in the game. The port is commemorating the 5th anniversary of the release of the original game, having since sold over 3 million copies. It's still not certain what, if any, changes or additions are being made to the game for this version. We do know that the port is coming to Japan on October 5th, however no date for the West has been given yet, other than fall. We'll let you know the minute we know. Blizzard has announced that the new Overwatch hero Doomfist will be releasing on July 27th for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Presently, he is available for testing for players on the PC test server. The wait is almost over for dedicated players. In other recent news, Blizzard announced the first 7 cities of the upcoming Overwatch League, which is set to begin its inaugural season sometime this year. Just when you thought it was slowing down, it picks right back up. Square Enix is going to give some fans a chance to play the closed beta for Dissidia Final Fantasy NT this summer. The PS4 game that brings Team Ninja's popular arcade-only game to the masses is scheduled to release in early 2018. There's no exact date set for the closed beta, but players who want to participate can sign up now for one of the limited slots. Dissidia Final Fantasy NT is a 3D fighting game that pulls characters from the long history of Final Fantasy games and pits them in battle against each other. It features a 3v3 battle system, over 20 playable characters, and the ability to call summons into battle. No doubt, this is one that hardcore Final Fantasy fans will not want to miss, and fans of fighters in general may be surprised by the amount of fun to be had here. In the update to drag us all to hell, Bethesda and id Software have released Doom Update 6.66, which makes all of the game's multiplayer DLC now free for those who own the game. Doom is the frenetic genre-defining FPS that tasks you with repelling a demonic invasion in the most gratuitous way possible. Going forward, all of the available DLC will now be included in the base game, which just got a digital price trim to $14.99. The game just finished up a free weekend for Xbox One and PC, and PS4 is getting a free trial next weekend. If you like blasting holes into demons, you can pick up the game for its low price and continue your progression. Doom is an indulgent good time, and the upcoming free weekend and free DLC are beyond solid deals. The free demo for The Surge is now available for players on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The demo lets you play the opening moments of the action RPG from Deck 13 and Focus Home Interactive, and features some Soulsborne-inspired mechanics. The game launched this past May to good reception, and we found in our review that it was a solid evolution of the formula from Lords of the Fallen. It merges slick, gratifying combat with deep crafting in a dystopic setting. There's no better time than the present to give it a go. Keep our beefy wiki handy and head over to our YouTube channel for a slew of great video guides. Square Enix has released Final Fantasy XIV Patch 4.05 that adds some new content and makes some changes to the game, and is the second patch following the Stormblood expansion for the MMO on PS4 and PC. The update adds a new treasure hunt, raid dungeon, and makes some job changes. For the entire litany of nitty-gritty changes, you can check the patch notes in full on our blog. If you're new to the game and want to learn more about the newest expansion, be sure to check out our Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood guide for an overview of the new content, as well as a brief primer on the base game. Devolver Digital and Slowclap revealed the pre-order bonuses and options for Absolver, their online combat RPG that is coming to the PS4 and PC on August 29th. All pre-orders will start today with 10% off the $29.99 price, bringing it to a very manageable $26.99, and will come with exclusive gear for your character for those that purchase the game before the August 29th launch. Additionally, a special edition is available for both PS4 and PC that includes a legit sweet wearable mask, because nothing shows your dedication to a game quite like wearing a mask from it to pick up your groceries. I'm not gonna lie, those pre-order bonuses look pretty damn sweet. In conjunction with the announcement, they've released a new video that looks at the weapons and powers available to players. The neat video shows the game's mechanics in concert as players do battle, filling tension shards which they can use to trigger weapons and powers. We went hands-on with the game during last month's E3 and were enthralled by the tight PvP combat. We're looking forward to its release next month. Snail Games has released their upcoming MMORPG Dark and Light in early access this week for players. The game was initially released in 2006 and suffered from crippling issues at launch which led to its shutdown, but now the game has been rebooted and looks to deliver on the promise of an expansive world where you stake your claim on the landscape. You will fend off other factions and use magic to alter the environment and ecosystem to suit your needs and protect against enemies and the numerous wild beasts you'll encounter as you explore. The game is set to release in full sometime later this year. We took a look at the upcoming Starcraft Remastered this week to see everything Blizzard is revamping with the gaming culture classic. Starcraft Remastered makes sense, even if the original is still getting played to death. The game has definitely shown its age, and the remaster is an opportunity to bring it up to modern audio and visual expectations. The gameplay is timeless, and as a result, should not suffer the same mixed reception as the recently released Crash Remaster. The addition of multiplayer improvements is especially welcome, and the game should pop back up in heavy rotation. Read our full preview for a closer look at everything that's getting a facelift in the game. Developer Toby Fox announced that the unique RPG Undertale will release for the PS4 and PS Vita on August 15th. The game will support cross-buy, allowing you to buy it on either of the platforms and play it on the other. In Undertale, you control a human who falls on the ground into the world of monsters. You must find your way out or stay trapped forever. But here's the rub. You don't have to kill things. Yes, you can even befriend the game's bosses. This unique approach to the game, in addition to its well-crafted puzzles and gameplay, earned the game numerous critical acclaim when it released for PC in 2015, earning several perfect scores from notable publications. Pre-orders for the game include a dynamic theme for the PS4, designed by True and Pixel and Marigo, and a new song from the developer. There's also a physical collector's edition that you can pre-order for some goodies like a soundtrack, art book, sheet music from the game, and a music box locket. There you have it, less than a month until PS4 players can see what all the fuss is about. Be sure to check out our top 5 RPGs of 2017 August video on our YouTube channel. We took a look at what we think are the best RPGs coming out next month, and the list is the beefy who's who of some heavy hitters, as well as a couple of games that may have slipped under your radar. Be sure to give it a watch and a like, and then tell a friend. And that's a wrap for the Week in Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.